everyone on the roster. And I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the he wants.
Okay, so I want to talk about this Tony Khan on Twitter talking about Jinder Mahal and some other stuff. Now, Tony Khan says there's a double standard when it comes to judging AEW against judging WWE. And I hate to admit, but the guy's right. I'm sorry. A bunch of these WWE fangirls out there judge AEW every single minute. Whether it's the women's wrestling, whether it's tag teams, whether it's their wrestlers, whether it's their music, every single bit of AEW is judged by these people. And Tony Khan is just putting it out there like, hey, you guys want to judge us, but yet you don't keep that same energy. Now, when it comes to this whole Jinder Mahal, I always thought Jinder Mahal had potential of being a good wrestler and a good champion. Specifically when he became the modern day Maharaja. When he became that, there was hope there that he could become something better. And he did. But the same people that are now fake fans, now their appreciation for Jinder Mahal are the same people that were booing him, that hated his run, that were basically threatening this guy because he was given an opportunity out of nowhere. These are the same people that bitch and moan when Tony Khan books a match out of nowhere that most likely has nothing to do with a storyline. It's just a free match for people. These are the same people that have these issues. These are the same people that bitch and moan when another wrestler out of nowhere gets a match against a champion or anything like that. These are the exact same people that want to judge AEW by every single thing they do. But yet, they don't want to keep that same energy when it comes to WWE. Look, I like Jinder Mahal. Again, when he came out instead of The Rock, I thought that was badass. Then The Rock came out, and yeah, of course, a lot of people like The Rock. But what did WWE did there? They buried him, right? Now, some people are going to say, well, he got to rub shoulders with The Rock, right? And maybe he did. But at the end of the day, what happened? He got his ass whooped by The Rock. And then The Rock instead focused on Roman Reigns, which is a rivalry that everybody's been asking for. Come, what was it? A week later or 2 weeks later? Now Jinder Mahal is getting a title shot. This is a guy that basically has been on a losing streak for half a year. And the funny thing is, the same people that are now saying that, oh, Tony Khan is wrong, he actually won this one time in NXT and NXT New Year's Eve or whatever it's called, that bullshit pay-per-view that they made. These are the exact same people that say, well, the NXT brand is just a developmental brand. It doesn't matter. Also, now his wins there matter? Well, what is it? It's a developmental brand or it's a third fucking brand? What is it? Because we are going by what you guys put out there. And Tony Khan is just calling you guys out. Yeah, Tony Khan has a lot of things that he says that are stupid. Specifically when he's trying to get people to watch the show and he's like, I got a big announcement. And it's like something simple. But then yet again, the exact same people that judge AEW whenever they have this big announcement, these are the exact same fucking people that are so excited. Oh my God, we're going to get TNA with WWE. We're going to get TNA with WWE. And then it's just a fucking pay-per-view that's going to be held in Toronto. Money in the Bank. These are the exact same fucking people that don't keep the same energy when it comes to WWE. When I saw that it was just the Toronto bullshit pay-per-view, I was like, what was the point of this? This is like Tony Khan announcing that they're holding the Wembley Stadium in 2028. What's the point? Nobody cares anymore. The first time was big, but now nobody cares because you already done it. This is what I'm talking about. There is a double standard, whether you like it or not. WWE fans judge AEW very harshly. Now, when I sit here and I say I prefer the product that AEW puts out there, I'm not just saying that their wrestling's better or their storyline's better, because it really doesn't come down to that. Everything about AEW just has a more mature feeling. And I don't know why that is, because WWE also tries to put that adult spin, but just sometimes maybe it's just the overproduced segments, but there's something missing in WWE. And the only time, whether you like it or not, that WWE has been on a rolling steam was with Roman Reigns. Hell, when they came to my town, Roman Reigns hasn't been there. He didn't even compete for 4 or 5 months. As soon as they announced him that he was returning, guess what? Most of the tickets sold. I believe they were close to a sellout. That is what they need. That's what WWE needs. It's Roman Reigns. Without Roman Reigns, all you have is Seth Rollins. And I'm sorry, this ain't Seth Rollins in 2015, 2014. This ain't that Seth Rollins. This ain't the visionary Seth Rollins like Jinder Mahal said. This is just Seth Rollins. That's it. He ain't the greatest. He ain't that good anymore. He's got overlooked. Now, could he still put some good matches? For sure. But again, when it comes back to this whole Tony Khan needs to stop embarrassing himself, because at times he does embarrass himself. But to sit there and say, because I even seen some people, well, he does have a point, but him going out here and talking about this and that and this and that, he's just making himself look stupid. No, he's not, because even you just said, well, yeah, he's got a point right there, but him talking about this is stupid. You should just focus on your wrestling. Well, aren't you the same people that want to judge his company? Guess what? He hears it. He's always online, and maybe that's a bad thing for him to always be online. But when you have people like Eric Bischoff, who he made a career, he's made a fucking career trying to fight Vince McMahon, spoiling WWE matches results, signing all the old legends of WWE, and never pushing the young guys that WWE picked up. The same fucking Eric Bischoff that failed in WCW, that failed in WWE, that failed in TNA, he's somebody that Tony Khan should listen to? No. Tony Khan should only listen to himself, because that's his company. If that company fails, guess what? It's on Tony Khan. Nobody else. When Tony Khan starts listening to the guys of Jim Cornette, which he also failed, the guys of Eric Bischoff, which he also failed, that's when Tony Khan is becoming WWE. Will AEW ever surpass WWE? It all depends. It's not going to be in 1 year, in 5 years, in 20 years. It's going to take a long time. And that's if even AEW is still alive in 10 years, in 5 years, in 20 years. Because a lot of things are going away, whether you like it or not. One more thing that I want to cover And that is this whole, I've been seeing a lot of people talking about it. You know what? I'm just going to make another video about it. But that is just my rant of Tony Khan exposing WWE fangirls. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys disagree? Which I'm pretty sure a lot of you gonna disagree. A lot of people hate AEW just to hate it. Just to hate it. Especially Tony Khan. But let me know. Do you disagree or do you agree? Jump down below in the comments. Let me know. If you guys enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like. Make sure to subscribe. And I'll catch you guys next time.
I just leveled up, I thank God. Straight from the mud, now it's time to get the pie. Sweat, prison blood, you can